Okie dokie. I've arrived here. It is 5:30. I have 15 minutes to get to Dashric 5, which is right down the road. Just looking at the wonderful lights of evening, I guess. It's very bright here. For me.
Being added. And not much disappears into outer space either. So, we have those 1.26 trillion liters of water. We have to make do with it. That means the water below us already has a long career behind it. A really long CV. NASA space capsules have splashed down into it. As a tsunami, it has forced people to flee. Actually, the entire history of the world is sloshing around below your feet. And now, it's carrying you during this Amsterdam Light Festival. We varen af op de Light Gate, een arc de triomphe van licht. Ziet u hoe hij boven het Oosterblok uittorent. Daarachter juicht de stad. Amsterdammers dansen en zingen op de kades. Ze roepen uw naam. Overal hangen doeken met uw beeltenis. De grote held komt de stad binnen. Hoe voelt dat? De Lightgate is een kunstwerk van Edwin Baruch. Het is een drijvende metalen constructie. Met licht aan de binnenkant. Speciaal voor deze editie van Amsterdam Light Festival gemaakt. Tegelijkertijd voelt het een beetje alsof hij er al eeuwen is. De Arc de Triomphe van Amsterdam. We're cruising towards the Light Gate. An Arc de Triomphe of light. Can you see it? Rising up over the Oosterdok. Behind it, the city is celebrating. The people of Amsterdam are dancing, singing on the quaysides. They're calling your name. The great hero is entering the city. How does it feel? Lightgate is an artwork by Edwin Baruch. It's a floating metal construction with light on the inside, made specially for this edition of the Amsterdam Light Festival. At the same time, it somehow feels centuries old. The Arc de Triomphe of Amsterdam. This thing seems so familiar because I've seen it in other old cities, which is exactly what Edwin Baruch wants to say here. De mensen op de kade kijken nog op je neer ook. Overal om je heen de starende blikken van mensen die je zien en die iets van je vinden. En dan dit. Rays of Light. Het lijkt wel een wachttoren, waarvanuit schijnwerpers naar me op zoek zijn. Ze loeren naar ons. Vanuit die oude Montelbaanstoren. Ooit een onderdeel van de stadsmuur van de verdedigingswerken. Die toren heeft daar altijd al gestaan, om te spieden naar de ander. Tamar Frank bedacht de lichtbundels die nu uit de toren schijnen. Al zijn het niet echt bundels van licht, geen searchlights die alle kanten op kunnen. Dat zou me gerust moeten stellen. Het zijn honderden dunne visstralen van fluoriserend materiaal. Ze lopen van de toren naar de overkant van het water. Ze worden met UV-spots beschenen, zodat ze constant fluoriseren. Nou ja, of hoe zeg je dat? The people on the quayside are looking down on you too. You've got the staring eyes of people all around you, seeing you, judging you. This, rays of light. It looks a bit like a watchtower with searchlights on it, seeking me. They're watching out for us from that old Montalban tower. It used to be part of the city wall of the fortifications. That tower has always stood there to keep a watch on us. Tamar Frank devised the beams of light that now shine from the tower, even though they aren't real beams of light, not searchlights that can be turned in all directions, which should reassure me. It's hundreds of thin fishing lines made of fluorescent material. They run from the tower to the other constantly fluorescing, or whatever you call it. I'll read a little more from my new collection of poems, A Pre-Printed Life. It hasn't been published yet, but I'm sure it will be soon. The poem is called Box Filler. A postal code fits in 6 boxes. My telephone number in 10. If I have 280 of them, then it'll be a tweet. Now I get 8 for imagine, plus exclamation mark. But with 9, I'd be beat. 8 little boxes for 8 characters. That's the possibility provided by Tube Display. It's a work by London Cults. Words of 8 letters merge from one to the other. A bit like the numbers on a clock radio. But here, we have pneumatically driven light tubes. They slide together and apart, and in doing so, always form the 8 letters of a word. It's not much, 8 characters.
Maar veel verder naar het oosten, bijvoorbeeld in Taiwan, zien ze deze vogel als brenger van geluk. Dit kunstwerk, met de naam Flying with the Light, komt dan ook uit Taiwan. Het is gemaakt door architectuurstudenten, onder leiding van hun professor, Cheng Chi-Cheng.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking from the cockpit, my name is Tom, and I'm your captain on this flight to Light. We've just departed from Amsterdam. We made a turn over the Oosterdok and are now following a southwesterly course towards...
That's how pilots always talk. When I hear a voice like that, I immediately think I'm going to fly. And when I look to the left, I get the same feeling. It looks like a long row of wings rising up in the wind. And we are moving with them, as if the bow of our boat is about to lift up and slowly climb up into the sky. The wings are also intended to remind you of birds, or more specifically, magpies. Just look at the colors. The magpie is often seen as a thief, but much further east, for instance in Taiwan, they see this bird as a bringer of good luck. And this artwork, called Flying with the Light, does indeed come from Taiwan. It was made by architecture students under the leadership of their professor, Cheng Chi-Cheng. Take a look ahead. The Blue Bridge is full of fireflies. There are so many that the bridge has become a grotto. They are on the stones, on the water. Suddenly here, in the winter, in the heart of Amsterdam, it's not possible. It's a miracle, a mystery. They aren't real. I realize that. But you're real. You're here. And you didn't come for fireflies. You didn't even know they were here. This isn't a firefly safari, not a bucket list excursion. This is simply a moment, an enchantment, a fairy tale. Just for an instant. Once we've passed under the bridge, the moment disappears. It'll be behind us already. But right now, in this moment, it exists. The Fireflies of Studio Tour.
Even een rare gedachte. Stel dat je een stift in je handen had waarmee je in de wereld om je heen kon tekenen. Dat je hier naar rechts zou kijken en wat etages bovenop de grachtenhuizen zou tekenen. Of je tekent links bomen op de woonboot of een koe in een rondvaartboot. We varen op de magere brug af. En eigenlijk is tekenen in de ruimte precies wat Peter Vink heeft gedaan op die brug. Niet met een stift, maar met licht. Kijk naar die lijnen van wit licht. Peter trekt lijnen door die er al zijn. De lijnen van de brug, maar ook van de Amstelsluizen die erachter liggen. Het maakt de brug veel groter. Peter tekent met zijn lichtstrepen ook op een plat vlak. Dat het driedimensionaal oogt, komt door die diagonale lijnen. Die geven er diepte aan. Maar dat is een illusie. Als we op een brug door zijn, zie je dat de lichtlijnen ook nog doorgaan op de sluizen die erachter liggen.
Here's a strange thought. Imagine that you had a pen in your hands with which you could draw things into the world around you. So you would look to the right here and draw a few more floors on top of the canal houses. Or to the left, you draw trees on the houseboats, or a cow in an excursion boat. We are heading towards the Magere Brug, or Skinny Bridge. And actually, drawing in the space is exactly what Peter Fink has done with this bridge. Not with a pen, but with light. Look at those lines of white light. Peter draws new lines through those that already exist. The lines of the bridge, but also of the Amstel locks that lie beyond. It makes the bridge much bigger. Perhaps it even seems as if he completes the bridge. That's the feeling it gives me anyway, when all those diagonal lines come together. It's funny, because actually, you draw on a flat surface, on paper, on a screen. Peter draws on a flat surface with his lines of light too. It seems three-dimensional because of those diagonal lines. These create a sense of depth, but it's an illusion. Once we've passed under the bridge, you can see that the lines of light continue on the locks situated behind.
Here in the middle is the old lockkeeper house. You can sleep here now. If you book it, you get also a small boat with it. Some people are staying there now. That's a boat.
Everyone run away, of course. I heard that if there's a big fire somewhere, animals run away from it and people run towards it. Fire attracts us. We're naturally curious. Just like you. You sit calmly while the flames shoot high into the sky here on the water. To the left, just before the Amstel Hotel. It's a fake fire, I do realize this. Bamboo poles rise up into the air. Bamboo wound around with aluminium tape. That's all it is. And bamboo poles become a sea of fire. You can see the sparks dancing up high into the sky. I immediately feel my body telling me to be careful. Don't get too close. Don't take any risks. Maybe that's why this artwork by Fendel and the Wolf is called Sign. A sign of a new beginning, a starting shot. So abandon yourself to the experience and gaze at the fire of change. Just imagine the world around you isn't real. Not the boat in which you sit, not the water on which you float, not even the people sitting around you. It's all a simulation, all virtual. Until you look to the left in just a moment. And suddenly, there's a glitch, a bug, a ring between the trees, where reality no longer holds together. In that ring, you see the surroundings you're supposed to see, but at the wrong time. It's daytime, while we're cruising after sunset. Time has gone wrong. In the ring, it's running late. Or ahead, I don't know, but artwork entitled Hourglass by the artist Wilhelmus flew.
Zoals riet beweegt in de wind, zo wuiven hier ook witte balletjes aan draden. Je moet waarschijnlijk even achterom kijken, aan de rechterkant van de boot. Strengen van een soort buitenaardse levensvorm, zo lijkt het wel. Het leeft van de lucht, zo lijkt het. En het is vreedzaam, vooralsnog. Particle matters, zo is het genoemd door de Amerikaanse kunstenaar Jason Krugman.
Just like rushes sway in the wind, so here, little white balls are waving back and forth on wires. You probably need to look behind you for a moment, to the right of the boat. Strands that form part of some alien life form. It seems to live off the air, and it's peaceful, for the time being at least. Particle Matters, that's its name. Created by the American artist Jason Krugman.
Als je nu aan de rechterkant van de boot hoog in de lucht speurt, dan zie je ergens hoog op een gebouw een ladder van licht van de Italiaanse kunstenaar Massimo Uberti. Een ladder die nergens heen gaat. Of misschien is dit niet een ladder om naar boven te gaan, maar is dit de ladder waarlangs het licht naar beneden komt.
If you now look high into the air, to the right of the boat, then somewhere on a building you'll see a ladder of light by the Italian artist Massimo Uberti. A ladder that leads nowhere. Or maybe it isn't a ladder for climbing up. Maybe this is the ladder down which the light descends.
Een kroonkurk, dat is wat ik riep toen ik precies op deze plek omhoog keek en het kunstwerk Hole in the Sky van Gabriel Lester zag hangen. Het is geen Rorschach-inktvlekkentest, zei de vriend met wie ik hier was. Hij was teleurgesteld door mijn wat platte fantasie. Dat ik er niks meer van wist te maken dan een vlieger in de vorm van een kroonkurk van een bierflesje. Dat is toch geen verhaal, zei hij. Voor hem was het een portal naar een andere wereld.
A bottle cap. That's what I said when I looked up at just this spot and saw the artwork Hole in the Sky by Gabriel Lester. It's not a Rorschach ink block test, said the friend who was accompanying me. He was disappointed by my rather mundane imagination, that all I could see in it was a kite shaped like the crown cap on a bottle of beer. But that's not much of an image, he said. For him, it was a portal to another world.
We varen nu af op de Jules Schelvisbrug. En ik zal even klappen, die is er slecht aan toe. Je moet maar kijken zo, als we er onderdoor varen. Aan weerszijden zie je scheuren in het beton. Er zit zelfs meetapparatuur onder deze brug om te monitoren hoe het met hem gaat. Ja, eerlijk gezegd, ik wil je niet bang maken, maar ik ben altijd weer een beetje blij als we er aan de andere kant weer uitkomen. De Fransman Olivier Ratzi heeft daar iets mee gedaan. Zijn kunstwerk XYZ projecteert abstracte lijnen op de brug, die een beetje het idee geven dat de brug een patiënt is die door een scanner gaat. Beetje beangstigend, maar tegelijkertijd wordt de brug er ook opeens mooi door. Of nee, dat zeg ik niet goed, want de brug is van zichzelf al mooi.
We are now heading towards the Jules Schelvis Bridge, and I'll reveal something to you. This bridge is in a poor state. You need to take a look as we pass beneath it. On both sides, you can see cracks in the concrete. There's even measuring equipment under this bridge to monitor what's happening to it. To be honest, I don't want to frighten you, but I always feel a little relieved once we're out the other side again. The Frenchman Olivier Ratzi has used this creatively. His artwork, XYZ, projects abstract lines on the bridge, rather as if the bridge is a patient passing through a scanner. A little bit frightening, but at the same time, the bridge suddenly becomes beautiful. Well,
een landschap van waterijsjes, dat zie ik hier rechts op de kade en in het water. IJsjes in de meest vreemde smaken. Dat is natuurlijk helemaal niet wat OBA, het Office for Beyond Boundaries Architecture, ermee bedoeld heeft. Zij noemen het werk Lightwave, omdat het een golf van licht is. Niet gemaakt door ijsjes, maar door tientallen lichtdoorlatende reflecterende pedals van vinyl. Ik vind ijsjes leuker. En hun gekleurde schaduwen zijn helemaal grappig. Vooral als je ze overdag ziet. Alsof je met je ijsje loopt te morsen. Geel, rood, oranje en andere ijsjeskleuren druipen op de grond. A landscape of ice lollies. That's what I see here to the right, on the quayside and in the water. Ice lollies in the strangest flavors. This is not, of course, exactly what OBA, the Office for Beyond Boundaries Architecture, intended. They call the work Lightwave, because it's a wave of light, not created by ice lollies, but by dozens of translucent reflective paddles made of vinyl. I prefer ice lollies, and their coloured shadows are really fun, especially when you see them in the daytime. Yellow, red, orange and other ice lolly colours drip onto the ground. If you happen to see a lion on your left, or a tiger, then don't worry. We're cruising past artist zoos. But today, I prefer to watch monkeys on the other side. Do you see the apartments on the right? People live there, each with their own life in which they themselves form the centre. Each person feels unique, but are they really? They cook the same recipes from the same meal boxes. Now and again you send a birthday card which already has congratulations printed on it so you don't have to write any more yourself. A pre-printed life. Or a life like a marble track. The route looks spectacular, but in fact, the marble has no choice at all. So it's really funny that Tjatma van Galen, Jasper van Roden and Olaf van Enkhuizen have created a huge marble track here, just in front of those apartments, with luminescent marbles that kind of emanate. Look at me, see what I'm doing here. Obviously unaware that the next marble will follow exactly the same course. What would happen if one marble would suddenly leave the standard track and begin an unpredictable adventure? This is a new bridge, the Bridge of 1,000 Dreams, built specially for the festival, together with Amsterdam's Bridges and Quays programme, devised by Studio Tour and made with the dreams of 1,000 Amsterdam children. They all thought about their dreams, for themselves, for their family, their friends, the city. You can see elements of these dreams on the bamboo poles that form the bridge, if you look very closely. These dream fragments are painted on the bamboo poles with green ink. And so this structure is not only a bridge between two keys, but also a bridge between reality and a dream, between now and the future, between having a wish and seeing it fulfilled. If giants lived among us, how would the world look then? Would colossal houses stand between very small ones? And would there also be giant pets that would make our lives really dangerous? Giant cats that play with giant balls of wool. The thread here that runs across the quays and through the water, the artwork Spin Me a Yarn by Studio Vertigo from London, makes you think of something gigantic. As if a colossal person has dropped their knitting. Giants don't exist. The only giant in this story is the old crane, which seems to be heroically trying to pull the threads out of the water. Maybe to show us that he can still manage it with his old machinery. Maybe he's happy to finally have a meaningful task again. Wants to show that he can do more than just run away. Maybe he's even seeking contact with another icon on this quay, the Nail Pardon or Hippopotamus Bridge. We'll be passing under it in a moment. The bridge gets its name because someone once claimed that hippos walked across it. The crane and the bridge. Two giants playing with a thread in a brotherly way. And so, connecting with each other in the line they both have with history. Studenten van de Maritime Academie hebben hier aan de linkerkant een stukje van die onderwaterwereld naar boven gehaald. In het kunstwerk To Merge. Kreeften zijn het, in allerlei kleuren. Beesten die zo anders zijn dat je niet zou weten hoe je ze moet knuffelen. Of hoe je kunt zien of ze gelukkig zijn of boos. Als je een andere wereld wilt zien, op onze eigen planeet, dan hoef je alleen maar je zwembroek aan te doen. Over to the left, students of the Brighton Academy have brought up a piece of this underwater world to the surface in the artwork To Merge. Lobsters of all kinds of animals. Animals that are so different that you wouldn't know how to give them a colour, or how you can see whether they are happy or angry. If you want to see the world on our own planet, then all you need to do is put your swimming costume on. Hij is zo'n beetje de godfather of the inflatable. Misschien heb je dat enorme roze varken bij concerten van Pink Floyd wel eens gezien. Is ook van hem. Een grootheid dus. Maar hier wil hij zelf zijn respect tonen voor illustere voorgangers zoals Thomas Edison. De mensen die de duisternis verdreven, doordat hen een lichtje opging. The inflatable light bulbs you see floating on your right are an artwork by artist Theo Potskeffer. He's kind of the godfather of the inflatable. Maybe you've seen that huge pink pig at Pink Floyd concerts. That's one of his too. So he's a big name, but here, he wants to show respect for illustrious predecessors such as Thomas Edison, the people who banished the darkness because they had a bright idea. turquoise building on your left is NAMA, the Museum of Science, where you yourself can actually discover how the world works. It would be quite something if you were to deny gravity right here, or to claim that the world is flat, or that a kilogram of steel is heavier than a kilogram of feathers. The laws of nature apply here. I have to hand in my own poetic license. The only thing that counts here. And so, what an artist duo had dreamed up here, you have to call an act of rebellion. It all the way around Nemo, and at the end you'll see, if you look back, that they've done something impossible. A waterfall that flows along the facade of Nemo, but not down it. The water is flowing upwards. You can see the light is capable. You can see the making dat er een wereld voor je is opengegaan. Een wereld van verbeelding. En een wereld die misschien onze voorgedrukte levens een beetje doorbreekt. Tot de volgende keer. This tour ends here. I hope that it has opened up a world for you. A world of imagination. And a world that maybe reframes our pre-printed lives a little. See you again.
Okay, here we are. Sorry, too loud. Are your ears okay? In the air again. Thank you very much for coming along. Have a very nice evening.
Good doing, bye-bye. Bye. Oh, got us out here at the new dock area. Guys over there. Dude's over there doing the exact, like, leaving the plane. Goodbye, bye-bye, goodbye, bye-bye. And I'm just like, you're so sincere. But yeah, I know you guys didn't get to see much because rain dropped windows. But yeah, that's the boat we were on. I keep forgetting how, like, not upgraded since the 70s. They have, like, the most, I don't know, they just look so diner-esque on the inside. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I'm going home. I'm gonna go play WoW.